What's up, YouTube? You remember that old story when Brittney Griner said that she could have beaten prime Demarcus Cousins in a basketball game? Do you remember that? Do you remember my reaction? I know this is an old story, but it kept coming up on my feeder, and I didn't do the video on it. And with everything that happened with Brittney Griner when she went to Russia, and you know how that turned out, we forgot all about that. And you know she must have been on something to say that. I don't care if Boogie Cousins got ejected 55 different ways. Did you hear what Gino Armani said? He said he'd take all the money out of his house and put all his money on Boogie. Well, duh. Look, Brittney Griner is bad for what she does as a WNBA player, but she ain't have enough dreadlock or enough anything to mess with no Boogie Cousins in his prime. Are you kidding? To sit there and say that with a straight face? Let's just hope that you weren't drunk when you said that you were under hallucination. Because I don't know what would ever possess you to think that you would have had a chance beating Demarcus Cousins, especially when Boogie was peaking his prime. Now, we're frustrated with his NBA career because this guy shoulda, coulda, woulda been a Hall of Famer. Shoulda, coulda been one of the 75 greatest players ever. Skill set was ridiculously off the charts. Had handles, could drive, could shoot, could post. Just had a bad attitude in some bad situations, and it just never came to fruition. And that's the sad part. Because I remember when he was teaming up with Anthony Davis, and for my money, when he was focused, he was better than AD. And you know how skilled AD is. But Boogie Cousins was on another level. And there might be a WNBA player who can come along who could hang with an NBA player if we're shooting outside shots to an extent, even though good luck with that. I don't think we're going to ever come across a WNBA player that's going to hang with no Steph Curry, but good luck with that. You might have to pick on the third tier NBA player, maybe if you have hope. Maybe if you find a WNBA player against Bronny James, okay, that might be an exception. There might be a buster in the NBA that you might do okay against if you are limited from the drives and the posts and you stick to the outside shot, there may be. But when you're talking about somebody like Boogie Cousins and Brittney Griner, no, no, no. Nobody sane was buying that one. But this was a funny one. I thought, it had to be April Fool's Day prank, trick or treat, Halloween prank. And like I said, it's from a few years ago, but it's such a funny story that I had to bring it back. I had to bring it back again. I had to retell the story because I thought it was hilarious. I just thought, you got to be kidding me. You don't really understand how strong Boogie was. You don't understand how good Boogie was. I don't think you really get it, but you would definitely get it if you had to go against him one-on-one because he put that drop step on you. He go through the hole on you. You ain't played against nobody with that skill set. So, again, it's nice to imagine. It's nice to say stuff. And don't doubt yourself. But you got some NBA players who don't want no parts of Boogie Cousins. I don't think a WNBA player would want to go against Boogie Cousins. I just don't think going against Demarcus Cousins would not be a smart move. But anyway, Brittney Griner, once upon a time, said that she thought that she could hang with Demarcus Cousins. And I thought, you know what? We need to be delusional very much. We need to have some of that every now once in a while. Tell yourself something. Because if you believe it enough, it may come true. Some things you don't really want to imagine because it ain't going to happen. But anyway, let me know what you think about Brittney Griner once saying that about Demarcus Cousins. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit the membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.